I have taught for 7 years, taught fourth grade for 2 and fifth grade for the other 5. And I actually just stepped out of the classroom a couple weeks ago, and I'm now going to be a principal of a fourth and fifth grade campus that is going completely project-based. Well, there's 16 teachers. There's 8 fourth grade teachers and 8 fifth grade, about 22 kids in each class. A very low socioeconomic school, so we've got about 75% of our students on a free and reduced lunch, and they are wanting to try something different. So they're bringing in somebody who has no administrative experience to just come and try to lead the school and try to lead it in a new direction. And we're starting over from scratch, whole new staff. And trying all these great creative new ideas. But we use this term principal so often as the title of my role, but another name we're trying to throw in there is lead learner, because I want to be the person on the campus who's learning alongside with the staff. One of the stipulations I had when taking this position was I still want to be actively involved in the classroom. I want to team teach. I want to fill in for teachers. I want to be with those kids. I don't want to be stuck in an office. And I think that's important for a leader to be visible, to still be in the classroom. And I also think I'm really encouraging my staff to take risks. I want them to fail, but I want them to learn from the failure. I had this big meeting with them last week, actually, and I said, you know what? I said, I'm new at this. Some of you are new at this as well. I said, I'm going to ask for your forgiveness for stuff, and I'm going to give you forgiveness openly. I said, the only problem I have is when you make the same mistake over and over again, and then you're not learning from it. But we just want to build a school where the kids feel valued. They feel they have a voice. We want the kids beating down the doors in the morning and crying when they have to leave in the afternoon. So the room is a very collaborative room, because obviously the world we live in now today is the kids are going to have to collaborate no matter what job they take. And so we try to build an environment where there's a driving question that leads the research and the investigation into the curriculum. And so there's not any necessary whole group instruction. You don't really ever see that. The kids are working in groups towards a common goal to solve a problem and figure out a solution. The teacher's walking around pulling kids. He or she is doing workshops where they say, hey, if you have a problem with fractions, come over here for 15 minutes and I'll work with you. And so those kids can come over there, but it's just very active. There's technology involved, but technology is not part of everything. We're very big believers that the technology is a tool to be used to create and collaborate. If you're just using it to consume, like you're just playing on an app the whole time, then you're wasting the power of the technology that you could use. So we're always working with our kids to have them actively creating so that then they can share it with an authentic audience, whether that be somebody that we bring in, whether it be their peers, or whether it be somebody that does a Google Hangout or a Skype within us that we can reach out to. Well, we're looking to really change the culture of the community and of the school. And I think right now the district has been in a little bit of a rut with scores because everybody looks at scores whether you agree with them or not. And I think some of our kids just don't feel intelligent because they've been labeled as this is an underperforming school, this is an underperforming district. And I think we just really want to go in there and make it a place where every kid knows they have a place, every kid has a voice, and that those kids know that every one of them matter to us more than just a number. And the best way I think we can quantify that at the end of the year is to see if parents are involved, community members involved, because if the kids feel valued and want to be there, they're going to be begging their parents to come in, and they're going to be wanting the community to come in. We just want a school that is one that can be a model school of what you can do with kids by just empowering them to believe in themselves and believe that they matter.